Respected Dhirendra Singh sir, former Home Secretary, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it indeed gave me great pleasure to get this opportunity to come and clarify some of the policy issues. This is especially in the light of the fact that more often than not, there are many complaints wherein it has been said that there was no representation from the Ministry of Defense in clarifying the doubts. Towards that, I would like to convey my sincere thanks to the organizer for giving me this opportunity to come and try to clarify few of the doubts on the defense procurement policy. As a part of status report of defense procurement policy, I will be highlighting the offset related issues, which is again an integral part of the defense procurement policy. As you all know, defense offset has got a huge stake in the defense procurement, especially the capital procurement. And the information what is available in the public domain indicates that we have almost 30,000 crore activities lined up and signed up, and 4 times of that will be made available in years to come. Without further ado, now I would like to move on to the subject proper, wherein I will be highlighting the offset related issues. Anyway, moving on to the subject, I will be covering my topics under the following heads. A quick recap of provisions of defense offsets guidelines. As you know, defense offsets guideline was introduced first in 2005. Subsequently, we have 2006, 2008, 2011, and in 2013 we have offset policies which have been liberalized over the period of time. Try to highlight the latest offset policy of DPP 2013. I will try to highlight the frequently sought clarifications which we are frequently receiving from the stakeholders. I will be highlighting on the offset management. At pre-contract stage, we have certain issues like technical evaluation, commercial evaluation, and contract signing. We'll try to highlight them, the issues. Offset management, most critical issue is the post-contract, that is the implementation stage. Try to highlight what are the latest issues there from the government. If time permits, we'll go ahead with the offset banking procedure. Defense offset, what are the opportunities and challenges? And finally, the facilitations provided by the Government of India other than what is available in defense procurement procedure. Applicability of defense offsets. Where all the defense offsets are applicable? All procurement proposals with reference to DPP. DPP deals with all capital procurements. Capital procurements having an estimated cost over 300 crore as an offset liability. The categorization under which the offsets are made mandatory are buy global. This is outright purchase from the foreign vendor, or could be an Indian vendor for that matter, and buy and make with TOT, that's purchase from foreign vendor followed by licensed productions. A quick look what the policy highlights of DPP 2013 related to offsets. When the offset was first introduced in 2005 or 2006, we have only limited avenues for discharging offset obligations in India. Like we used to have direct purchase or execution of export orders, or we used to refer to as direct foreign investment, and to certain extent we used to have some expectation through R&D sector. But now in DPP 2013, we have 6 avenues of offset discharge, which has been mandated by DPP 2013, which says, of course, the direct purchase and execution of export orders by the foreign vendors. That means the foreign vendor has to source this item from India. Otherwise, we have direct foreign investment, or we call FDI, foreign direct investment, in joint ventures, co-productions, license productions. We have equity investment through TOT. We have non-equity investment in kind through transfer of equipment. We have provision equipments and technology to the government institutions. We have technology acquisition by DRDO. Beside that, we also have provision for banking. I will just come to this subject a little later. Expansion of list of eligible products. Eligible products list was first introduced in DPP 2008, wherein we used to have just one page annexure. But today we have an expansion of list of eligible products and services, which covers from the defense equipment, the civil aerospace equipment, internal or coastal security, and the services. 6 monthly reporting. This indicates earlier in DPP till 2011, the foreign vendor used to report their offset implementation in India on a quarterly basis. DPP 2013 has mandated to make it 6 monthly. Thereby, foreign vendors are getting an opportunity to report only twice in a year. Enhancement of banking period, I'll come back to it slightly later, which is basically in 2008, we used to have the banked offset credit, which could have been retained in an account only for 2 years, which now can be retained by the foreign vendor in their account for 7 years. Extension of discharge of offsets in India. Till 2011, all offset discharge was supposed to be completed, which was co-terminus with the main contracts. That means it is supposed to terminate with the completion of main contract. But in 2013, the provisions of warranty period has been included in the procurement contract. Beside that, 2 years additional time also given on requirement basis to the vendor to complete its offset liability in India. 70% mandatory offset discharge are to be completed through first 4 avenues, that is direct purchase or execution of export orders, foreign direct investment in joint ventures, transfer of technology or transfer of equipment. Multipliers first time has been introduced in DPP 2013, wherein MSMEs are given a multiplier of 1.5. That means a foreign vendor, whenever he is selecting an Indian offset partner who happens to be an MSME, gets a benefit of a multiplier of 1.5, which is now being used by the foreign vendors quite frequently. We have restricted penalty to 20%. The penalty for the foreign vendors is calculated on yearly basis on his shortfall. A 5% penalty on shortfall is applied. The 20% penalty is now in a contractual period. If the vendor falters in fulfilling his offset obligation, a penalty of 5% is given annually, and a total penalty cap is given to 20%. However, beyond the contractual period, there is no limit on penalty. And finally, the formation of DOMW, which has been mandated with responsibilities both at the pre-contract and the post-contractual stage, which basically facilitate faster resolving the offset liability in India. A quick look in few clarifications. Who is the Indian offset partner? Any Indian enterprise and institutions, establishment engaged in manufacture of eligible products and provision of eligible services. We have eligible product and services list available in DPP. Any foreign vendors, any Indian industry who is capable of doing this could be an eligible Indian offset partner. Indian offset partner, beside any rules, has also to fulfill the guideline or the licensing requirements as mandated by DIPP.